To the long list of TV and radio presenters caught out by an off-air remark, we now have to add one of the most experienced of all. John Humphrys, the star BBC presenter at the centre of a row over equal pay, insisted tonight that it was all a joke between old friends that did not in any way represent his views on the issue.
That happens again, that sort of thing.
One of the best-known BBC voices, John Humphrys is also one of its highest-paid stars.
So it is the general knowledge round now.
Today, the presenter and host of Mastermind tried to defuse claims he was against equal pay for women.
That's complete rubbish. Obviously, that's complete rubbish, not least because I've said many, many times I'm totally in support of equal pay for equal work, men and women.
On Monday, he presented the Today programme with Carrie Gracie after she resigned as BBC China editor. During an off-air chat with the BBC's North America editor, John Sopel, there was this exchange.
The first question will be how much of your salary you're prepared to hand over to Carrie Gracie to keep her, and then a few comments about your other colleagues and the other men who are earning too much.
I mean, obviously, if we're talking about the scope for the greatest redistribution, I'll have to come back and say, well, yes, Mr. Humphrys, but...
And I could save you the trouble, as I could volunteer that I've handed over already more than you earn, but I'm still left with more than anybody else, and that seems to me to be entirely just. Something like that would do it.
Don't.
Oh, dear God. She's actually suggested that you should lose money. You know that, don't you?
We are in the habit, John and I, of winding each other up. And the purpose of this jokey, emphasise jokey exchange was a bit of mutual mickey-taking. And that is all it was.
The BBC described this off-air conversation as ill-advised, but said that since John Humphrys hadn't made public his views on whether men and women should be paid equally, he was still seen as impartial and would continue to conduct interviews on the subject. Former Countryfile presenter Miriam O'Reilly, who won an age discrimination battle against the BBC, has heard the leaked audio.
The type of language that John Humphrey used and the tone in which he said it made it very clear to me that he is not impartial in this issue of equal pay. I would say there was a definite bias there.
All right.
But tonight, Mr. Humphrys insisted this was a bit of banter, never meant for public consumption. Juliet Bremner, News at 10.